Hi everyone, I'm Ellie, and I'm here today to introduce all of you to KenKen. So I'll begin with the first rule, which is that in a 3x3, you can only use digits 1 through 3, in a 4x4, 1 through 4, in a 5x5, 1 through 5, and so on. So here we're starting with a 3x3 that's addition and subtraction only. And I'll just start by explaining a few of the structural components to each KenKen. So an outlined, that bolded lines essentially mean that that's a cage. And these thin lines separate the cage into different boxes, and in each box you'll place one number. So whenever you see a number in the upper left-hand corner of a cage without an operation, it's essentially called a freebie. And that means the number that goes into the box is exactly the same as the number that's up here. So we can just put a 2 right here. And then when you do see an operation though, it means that there has to be two numbers that add, subtract, multiply, or divide to your target number, which will be the number to the left of the operation. And that's the number you're trying to get to. So for example, in a 4 plus, you might think, okay, which two numbers add up to 4? So 2 and 2 could work. But another really important rule of KenKen is that you can't repeat numbers in any column or row. So then that leaves us only with 3 and 1. Something I like to do when solving KenKens, if I don't know where the 3 and the 1 go, is just place little candidate numbers in the bottom right-hand corner. All right, and so now I'm just going to solve the puzzle. So if we think about what two numbers add up to 5 and a 5 plus, I guess it would only have to be, could only be 3 and 2. Since there's a 2 here, we'll have to put a 3 there and a 2 there. And then if we have a 3 and a 2, then the only number left to use is a 1. And 3 minus 1 is equal to 2, so we'll have to put a 3 here. And what's kind of interesting about KenKen is that the 1 can go above the 3 in a 2 minus, or the 3 can go above the 1. The order actually isn't important. And if we already know that there's a 3 here, we can't have a 3 again, because that would repeat, so we'll put a 1 there, a 3 there. And then if we have a 3 and a 2, that'll be a 1, and 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So I hope this was a good introduction to KenKen and that you guys learned a little more about the basic rules. You can learn more about the rules and tips on kenkenpuzzle.com and continue solving there. And also please follow us on social media at KenKenPuzzle. Thank you so much for watching.